Annual Women's Professional Summit is happening, and it brings together and supports women professionals to share their bold ideas, update their soft skills, peak critical thinking, and provide career advancement and success strategies. I love it. Welcome to Kristine Leadbetter-Gold and Jen Hughes. Hello.
Hello. Thanks so much for having us.
Those are such great goalposts, aren't they? Those. What are soft skills, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, so that's like your networking skills, confidence building, things that aren't like technical skills related to whatever industry or career that you have.
And that's important when you walk into a room or when you're pitching an idea, to have that confidence and presence to be able to get your idea across, right? Your terrific idea.
Absolutely. And those soft skills are transferable skills too. Those are skills you can sort of take with you and use in a number of contexts in your career, in your personal life, in any situation that you might find yourself in.
Kristine, give us a little background in the women's network in general.
Sure. So this is an initiative started during COVID as a response to nothing happening for International Women's Day because we're all in lockdown. We're used to in-person events. So together with a great group of a volunteer planning committee, we put together a virtual summit, and this is really, really neat. It's a really interesting platform that allows for some creative networking. It's not like, forcing you into a conversation. You're allowed to be a wallflower, but it's got a different way to network online than you've probably seen. It's not like a Zoom call. And then as well as it's got a presentation mode where we can hear from different speakers that don't actually have to be, locally. They can be coming in from anywhere from the world.
And so that opens you up to be able to get all kinds of amazing people, right?
Yeah, as attendees and as speakers, right? Yeah. Because it's both that makes the event so enjoyable and so beneficial, right? You're hearing from some amazing speakers, but you're also building your network, building some great relationships.
So Jen, the first big thing coming up is the Women's Professional Summit. And the theme is emerge, is that right?
The theme is emerge, yes. We've gotten into this E word kind of theme focus. I think 3 years ago when Kristine started this, it was we were evolving. Last year we were envisioning, and we sort of did a little play on that. We were re-envisioning, and this year we're emerging. And so we hope that that's a really cool theme for our attendees to sort of, get anchored in and feel like we're still kind of on that tail end of COVID and heading out of that mode and perhaps emerging into some new and different ways of thinking about our personal and professional journeys.
Well, and the professional world has changed as a result of COVID.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, it has.
So everything's emerging.
Exactly, yes. Everything's emerging, and we hope that the summit is an opportunity to sort of emerge together, right? So, Kristine talked about networking and our speakers and such, and I think that the community piece is really such a big part of it, and that we are kind of building this community of women professionals, both locally and from afar, who are joining us virtually online.
And so we jump on board by what? Reserving a space, buying tickets? How does it work?
Yeah, so tickets are available at womensnetwork.ca, and so the event takes place on March 9th, but we sell tickets right up to the day. Again, virtual, you're very flexible, it's easy to get people online and register. But we're expecting I think at this point, over 250 women, so it's a great opportunity to get reconnected, right? There might be some folks still coming out of COVID you haven't had an opportunity to reconnect with. There's 6 different networking breaks, different opportunities to chat with fellow attendees, and then of course the content. So we've got a great speaker lineup. So we're really excited about what we're presenting this year.
Can you give us 1 or 2 highlights?
Yeah, so we've got a big agenda with sort of a variety of sessions. We've got spotlight sessions, which are sort of think TED Talk style, like quick hit, thought-provoking, practical content. So we've got a few of those sessions. We've got Carolyn Swara. Her topic is really interesting, talking about how to ditch the Wonder Woman act, which I think is something that a lot of people are perhaps intrigued by and can relate to. We've got a spotlight session on social media, how to really sort of use that as a tool to support your personal and professional brand. So we've got those spotlight sessions. We've got mini workshops, which are sort of 30 to 45 minutes. That's where we really get into that soft skill development piece. You're doing something a little bit more kind of practical, tactical, building some skills that you can walk away with and apply. And then one of the highlights of the past year conferences that we're excited to bring back again this year is our leadership panel. So we've got 4 women leaders who are really, at the top of their games and the top of their fields, who are really just going to come and have an amazing, candid conversation with us about, their stories, their journeys, hard-won wisdom they've picked up along the way, and so that'll be kind of our highlight session towards the end of the day.
That's happening on March 9th.
It is.
And then a couple of other cool things. We've got about a minute left. Can you touch on real quick the spring cocktail series?
Yeah, so this year, we've expanded. We're up to 8 women on the planning committee, so we've expanded to in-person events. So May 11th will be our second in-person event. It takes place at the Hamilton Golf and Country Club, so it'll be a beautiful time of year to be at that venue. So we're keeping a few surprises to ourselves to announce at the summit, but you can save the date anyways for May 11th.
Yeah, and then later on there's a whole fall cocktail series. Love it. I love that we're already talking about May. That makes me feel good.
Doesn't it? Yes.
All right, and let's just recap real quick. The virtual summit, which is the big thing happening on March 9th from 9 to 4:30 p.m. It's a whole day thing, but you can jump in and out as you want, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's a full
virtual.
conference from the side of your desk, right? So we expect people to pop in and out throughout the day. You also, as an attendee, get a copy of the recording. So if you weren't able to make a session, you got a meeting, something else calling your attention, no problem. You can catch it back at the 30-day replay. So it's very flexible.
Where do we go to get our information and our tickets?
Yeah, so everything available for the conference and for the May 11th event is all on womensnetwork.ca.
Womensnetwork.ca. Thank you both so much.
Pleasure to
Val.
be here.
Oh.
Thanks, Val.
I think it's going to be an exciting event. I can't
Amazing.
wait to hear all about it and take part myself.